How is it going, guys? I am Star Jake here once again with a brand new video. Here today I am going to be doing a long-awaited Blood on the Dance Floor unboxing video. You might be asking yourself two questions. One question is, how come your light is off? And the reason is because my light bulb went out literally like 2 days ago and I haven't bought a new light bulb yet. So I'm recording with the TV on in the background, that way, you know, there's a bit of lighting for a video. And the second thing is, how come it has taken so long to make this video when it could have happened a while back? Okay, I ordered a CD bundle over on eBay, I bought a vinyl on Mercari, and then I got notified that a vinyl from the official Blood on the Dance Floor website had just been shipped. I was like, well, I better just wait for that so I can show that in the video too. Little did I know there would be several delays and it wouldn't get here until 2 months later. That is why this video took so long to get around to, but I guess, you know, now it's finally happening. So, I'm going to start off with the CDs and then I'm going to show the vinyl, because the vinyl that I purchased off the website was $100. And I want to save pretty much the best item for last in this video because it took forever to arrive and it was way more expensive than it should have been. So I want to show both of the vinyl pressings last, and I mean, you get the idea. I am going in order by release date, basically earliest to newest. So now that all of that is out of the way, let's get right into it. So the first CD is a very common album. Every Blood on the Dance Floor fan has heard this before, and even people who don't know what Blood on the Dance Floor is have probably heard tracks off this album before, like on the radio, on Spotify before they got banned. I mean, you name it. This is one of the most popular albums, and it's one of the albums that really got them where they were back in the day. Now, it's not the album that made them famous, but it's one of those albums that helped contribute to it. And that is All the Rage from 2011. All of you have seen this already. There's not much of a point to go waste time showing every little detail. We get it. This artwork is absolutely incredible. It's a masterpiece of an album. Every fan should own this by now. That's like common sense. So I'm not going to show the entire booklet. I'm not going to show all the details and whatnot. You all have probably seen it already, and you all are already familiar with it. So there you have it. That's All the Rage. It is a classic album, and now I have like 6 copies of it because I seem to get that album with every bundle that I order. I am planning to maybe hand these to other Blood on the Dance Floor fans, maybe give them to people as a gift. I mean, you get the idea. I have like way too many copies of that album. Anyway, the next album is none other than... Alright. This order that I made on eBay, this bundle, was kind of a ripoff. Yeah, it had some pretty awesome stuff included, but at the same time, there were also some kind of major details missing on the submission. And this is what I'm talking about. So this is a deluxe edition of Evolution. See there, it's autographed and it has the lenticular cover. You know, this looks pretty completed, but it is missing the poster. There is absolutely no poster to be found in this. That is not mentioned on the submission. It is not, like, even remotely mentioned anywhere on the listing. So, and that seems like kind of a crucial piece of information considering it's part of the copy. But anyway, yeah. This is one of my favorite designed digipacks by Blood on the Dance Floor. Like, they did an absolutely fantastic job of putting this together. And I'm going to show this one because it's really cool. Kind of folds out like a cross. Has a lot of really cool artwork in it. And this is essentially one of my all-time favorite Blood on the Dance Floor albums. I also recently got vinyl pressings of this album. If you want to watch those, just click the links in the description, because trust me, you want to see them. They look really nice. So yeah, that's my deluxe copy of Evolution. It is autographed, and it is missing a poster. So now this next one, this is one of the biggest reasons why I bought this bundle in the first place. There was an autographed copy of the Platinum Edition of the Diamond album, which, as we all know, is one of my favorite albums. I love this Platinum Edition. I used to have this a long time ago, but I kind of lost my copy of it. But it's nice to finally have it again. You know, it has an autograph, it has all this amazing artwork in it, has bonus tracks, and it even has B-sides from the Epic era. So yeah, and that is the inside. But once again, it is missing the poster, which again, I feel like is a crucial piece of information that should have been there. Anyway, this is what the disc looks like. It is also really cool. So, yep, that is my Platinum Edition of the Diamond album. I need to find a copy of this that actually has a poster, because this just feels incompleted. Like, I do not feel okay owning this without the poster, because this is a collectible. It's one of my favorite albums, and I feel like there should have been something that said this was not completed. Anyway, that is the 2013 Platinum Edition of the Diamond album. Next up, I'm going to try to show these side by side, because they were released around the exact same date. The first one is Chain of Memories. I have another copy of this one too. I now have two of these. This is a disc that contains the tracks that were not included with the 2015 box set. I forgot what the name of the box set is, but it has like 9 CDs in it. It's like a really awesome box set. But yeah, this is basically the stuff that was not included on it. So yeah, that is that. And the other one is the Ringleader EP, which was released as a promo for the Scissors album. This is kind of a bare bones type of EP. It didn't really need to happen. Like, all of these tracks are taken directly off the Scissors album. But, I mean, it's still pretty cool. This is a pretty rare CD now. In fact, I've only seen 2 submissions for this CD ever since the copies originally sold out. In fact, this was not something you could order. This was only included with pre-orders for the Scissors album. So, yeah. And that is the disc. I mean, so far, this has been a pretty cool bundle, hasn't it? You know, there's a lot of good stuff in here. I just wish that there were details about certain items missing. Anyway, next up, we have another big reason why I bought the bundle in the first place, the Rest in Peace compilation, which was the original ending of Blood on the Dance Floor, and I honestly think it should have been the ending, because at least the career would have ended on a good note, and, you know, it would have went out with a bang. Like, the albums with Fallon were okay, I did like those, but I think that it should have been released under a different name, because Blood on the Dance Floor just wasn't the same without Jay Vaughn in it. He had been part of the band for so long that just trying to rebrand without him just did not feel right. But yeah, that is the compilation. It is a massive 2-disc set with a lot of amazing material on it. And it includes the Rest in Peace song, which is exclusive to this compilation. Now, the next and final disc of this video is Let's Start a Riot Party Edition. I have 2 of these now. I'm probably going to give this one to a friend, but this one usually sells for like $50 by itself, so it's pretty cool that I got it in this bundle. But that is the cover. That is the back of it. It also includes restitched versions of Blood on the Dance Floor, Fallen Star, and Modern World Christ, which are also really good tracks. And that is the inside, because it was around the time when Fallon was in the group. But yeah, that is the very last disc. Now, that was a lot. All those CDs in total was only $30. Like, some of those sell for hundreds. In fact, that Diamond album, the Platinum Edition, somebody is currently trying to sell that on eBay for like $300 right now as we speak. So for this to be included with a $30 box set is pretty awesome. But anyway, I don't want to waste too much time talking about that. Awesome deal. I'm glad I got all of this. I just wish a few of them were actually completed. You know, with a poster missing from the Diamond album and Evolution. Now we have the vinyl pressings. These are... The first one that I'm about to show is actually relatively common. You can get this like anywhere. This is the Comeback / Hell on Heels 7 vinyl. Like, I have wanted to have this for so long, and it's finally in my collection. Like, I really think they did a really nice job designing this. This was also the very first vinyl pressing they ever made. Like, I considered buying 2 of these just so I can have one of them to, like, hang up somewhere in the room just because of how nice it is. Like, this is not something you'll probably ever see from Blood on the Dance Floor again. You will never see them release another 7, and you will never see a Blood on the Dance Floor repress now with Javon on the cover. And that is where we get into the really expensive pressing that took forever to get here. As we all know, I have recently been showing some vinyl represses from Blood on the Dance Floor, some CD represses, and, you know, so on and so on. And there's differences between those and the original albums. Like, some tracks are missing, the track listings are kind of out of order. Like, especially on the Epic album. The Epic vinyl has such a misplaced track listing and such a generic cover that I just will not buy it. Because Davi is too petty to actually put Javon on these covers, even though he belongs on them because he's literally on the fucking tracks. None of the vinyl represses have Javon on the cover because, again, Davi is too fucking petty about it and would rather just put some generic ass cover on it. But that is a big reason why I'm not buying a lot of these represses, because they're very half-assed and there's a lot of problems with them. Even the Cruel Pornography EP was retitled Battle Cry, and probably the worst cover of all the vinyl pressings. Anyway, I don't want to talk too much about that. The vinyl I am about to show you is of one of my favorite albums. And this has got a vinyl pressing in the past. In fact, I'm still trying to find it. The original is the one you want to go for. You know, it has the original cover with Javon on it. The track listing does not have any bonus tracks, and I mean, you get the idea. But this pressing, it actually doesn't look that bad. It has a really nice cover. Bonus tracks on this vinyl are actually from this era, which, you know, means they fit the album better. And the track listing isn't really that botched either. Like, everything is pretty much in order except for one of the tracks. Anyway, the vinyl is Bitchcraft. Yeah, I waited 2 months to get this in the mail. Hell, 4 fucking months actually. Like, I ordered this and 2 months later he finally shipped it. Then I waited 2 more months just for it to arrive on the doorstep. But I really love this cover. I actually think this is one of the better vinyl repress artworks. I really like this. It's also autographed there and over there. And this is the track listing. It's not too different. Like, you know, Sorcery, Bitchcraft, 3x3, Pure Fucking Evil, Call Me Master. But then there's Freaks Do It Better, which is actually track 9 on the original vinyl pressing. But then it goes to Black Magic, Poison Apple, Possession, and then Obliviate. Which, again, it's mostly in order. It's just one track that's kind of fucked up, but that's pretty much it. It also includes The Reckoning and We're Taking Over. So, yeah, I feel like if he didn't put Freaks Do It Better there and actually put it, you know, on the right part of the album, I really think this would have been a top tier repress, but sadly, I don't know why he did that, but it is what it is. Anyway, I'm going to open it up. The sleeve is also kind of damaged. Like, there's rips in some parts like that. Anyway, enough talk. So it has a cool way of opening. And now, this is the cover without the plastic on it. Really, this does not look that bad. I'm still obviously going to hunt down the original 2014 vinyl pressing, but this one is actually not that bad, and I really wanted to get it. So that's the cover. That is the back. And he apparently didn't number this one. Like, it's blank right there. It should say 1 out of 25 because I was the very first person to buy it. But it is what it is. I actually really like this pressing, and I think he did pretty good with it. He didn't completely fuck it up like he did with Epic or the Cruel Pornography EP. Those two he really fucked up on, but thankfully this one is a lot more true to the original. Now I'm going to pull the disc out. This is what the disc looks like. I would encourage you to buy this one. Like, I would much rather you hunt down the original pressing, because the original is actually quite valuable and is actually really well put together. It's not really as cheaply made as this one is, but I also would not be against you going to buy this copy either, because it's a lot more true to the original and it's actually put together kind of well. But again, very cheaply made. Like, the biggest example of this being very cheaply made is just by looking at the side of the case, because there is no text on it, but there is text on the original pressing. So, yeah. That is Bitchcraft 2023 vinyl pressing. It doesn't look that bad. I also got this single vinyl from 2012, and I got all of these CD releases for $30. I got all of these CDs for $30. I got the 7 vinyl for $6 with free shipping, and I got that Bitchcraft vinyl for $100. So anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you all later. Have a great night. I hope y'all enjoyed the video.